baseball broadcast, a John Fine production. On Family Radio, 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Dawson Albin and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Northside Field for tonight's 5A district matchup between your Lady Jackets of Denham Springs and the defending three-time and current leading district St. Amant Lady Gators. This is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Sporting Center has been proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, you'll find everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Just go see Stacy Phipps and James Adams McCants and the rest of the fantastic staff over at Sporting Center. That's at 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. I'm Darren Ferranti, not John Fine. Not Josh Ward. Josh Ward will be with you on Saturday covering the baseball game. I'll be back on the ones and twos. I'm along with Coach Brian Berry doing the camera. Josh Ward's here with me doing the ones and twos tonight. Lamine Figueroa is back at the station. John Fine is not here with us tonight, but I'm sure he's watching pretty closely, probably very closely to the screen with his eyes. And I'll have Coach Bork with me coming up soon, right after the break. But please tune in. Please join us on Family Radio at 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. And while you're there, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really, really helps us out a lot. On tonight's Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Coach Bork and I will talk about the emotions of the final game for our lone senior, Bradley Daigle, final home game, and check in on the baseball team. I'll also be talking with baseball color commentator, former Yellow Jacket standout, and one of my best friends, Dawson Albin. All that and more coming up next on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salads, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small-town values, big city results. Boyer, A-Bear, and On-Gel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. I'm here now with Coach David Bork. Coach Bork, the last couple games for our Denham Springs Lady Jackets, the first one, the one we had versus Prairieville, that was a little rough one, but Harley Sixnight had one heck of a game, though.
Yes, she did. Once again, one of those talented freshmen that's going to be real good and fun to watch grow for the next 4 years. But, yeah, just couldn't overcome the errors we had, and then the last game, Walker, we were just right there. You know, one hit here, one less error there, and we pick up our first district win. So it's a tough one for these young ladies, but they keep pushing forward. So that's a plus for us.
Yeah, they played really, really tough against Walker, and they actually had the lead there for a while.
We did. We jumped on. We took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning, and then we had a chance to get out the inning with 2 outs, and we compounded it by error, walk, and another error, and we ended up leaving that inning 4-1, which was a pretty deep hole to climb out of, and we ended up making it 5-3. We had chances to score. Runners were in scoring position a few innings. We had our opportunities. We just couldn't get that big hit at the right time.
And we don't have a game tomorrow. We were supposed to have one against Central. That game was canceled, so tonight will be our final broadcast here for the Lady Jackets. Anything about that really?
Not sure about them.
Not sure why.
A lot of times when you get to the end of the season like this and everything comes down to it, I mean, it's tough and you never want to cancel a game, but sometimes prior commitment, like we had to move our Dutchtown game because of the semifinal boys basketball game to give our young athletes a chance to go watch them in Lake Charles. So, maybe it's some kind of commitment. I don't know. The coaches talked. We were informed, like you were, that game was canceled, and we'll have this one tonight, and we'll finish up, I believe it is, with French Settlement on Monday.
Now, we only have one senior today, Briley Daigle. She's actually going to be in the lineup for us. What's it like being in your final home game? What kind of nerves do you think she has?
I'll tell you what, it's a big one because these young student athletes put a lot in for 4 years and what's invested in, and they're a student athlete, so which means they're here doing what they need to do in the classroom. They're here working out in the off season. They're working out. Then they're here playing for their team during the season. When you get to that last game, I think some of it hits these young athletes that this is it. They'll probably never play softball again. Very small percentage go on to play in college. So this is the very last game they'll ever play. And sometimes those emotions hit, and it could be overwhelming,
But the future seems to look pretty good.
Briley Daigle's she's gonna do well. I got her in one of my classes. I've seen her for the last 3 years on campus. The way she carries herself, very successful young lady. The way she handles herself out here on this team. She's gonna be okay when she gets out of here. I know she's gonna miss these times, but she's gonna do it. She's done a great job setting up herself for success, and she'll do okay when she leaves.
And as far as our team goes, we have some bright stars coming up. Wouldn't you say some people are young growing up?
I think from the word, from the pipeline there, we got a good group of freshmen coming in that's going to try out for next year. That's pretty talented. It's going to add to the freshmen we have this year and the players that are gaining experience. That's the thing, man. If you watch in sports and some of these teams that succeed the following year or 2 years after, you can always find a season where they were down or they were struggling or they were growing. They take those experiences, they use those experiences, and that's what makes them the successful team they are. So it's going to be fun to watch them and see the group coming up and just watch them grow.
And we knew this was going to be kind of a learning experience for this team with, Coach Beard helping out, coaching for him this year.
Yeah, I mean, you throw an interim coach in there, and we start 4 or 5 freshmen, a bunch of sophomores. So, I mean, it's they've actually had their backs against the wall. The greatest experience they can get is just continuing to battle through, which means nothing will ever get these young ladies down. So the future is bright for them, playing this game of softball.
Right now we got them warming up, getting ready for the game. How would you say this game is gonna look like between these two teams?
Well, it's gonna be tough. I mean, Santa Maria is what it is. They've usually dominated in the 2000s. They won the last 3 state championships. In the early 2000s, they won 4 back-to-back. We've played them a few times in the state championship game during our successful program. So
beat them a couple of times.
Yeah, beat them a couple of times, but they are who they are, Santa Maria. So it's going to be tough. They're well coached. We're going to have to play better. We cannot make errors like we've done because this could get away from us fast.
Well, let's get to the standings coming into tonight's game. Saint Amant, like I said, is leading at 8-2 right now. Live Oak 8-3, Dutchtown 7-3, Walker 7-4, East Ascension 6-5, Prairieville 2-10, and Denham Springs 0-11, looking for that first win. We're going to be, thank you for being here with us, Coach. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have Dawson Albin with us. We're going to go over quite a bit with him coming up here on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of I.V. Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amant River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. I'm here with our color commentator and one of my best friends here, Dawson Albin. Yeah, it's nice to have you be my first interview person.
Yeah, man. Made it easy on you.
Why don't you tell us how young Dawson Albin got his start?
Man, it was actually on the same field that we played high school ball on, man, or the same park, North Park over in Denham over here. I played on the little dairy fields, man, and worked my way up and played on the big field, man. You know, that was where I finished out my high school career. So it was pretty cool, man. It was all like a coming together kind of moment for me, you know.
And you played pretty much most of your career at North Park, haven't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've been in that dugout with you, so I know what it's like over
man.
there.
Oh, yeah.
The baseball team, they're struggling a little bit. They've lost 7 of 10, but they're still number 11 in the power rankings, and St. Amant's coming in at number 24 in that last spot. What are some of the things you need to do to get ready for the postseason coming up for your team? What's some of the things you need to clean up?
I think that you definitely go and take a look back at those 7 games or those 7 losses and try to pick out your mistakes, man. It's something to work on at practice for sure. You know, that's really where all the work is put in. So when it comes to game time, you know, they're ready to go and they're not worried about anything. And, you know, they feel like they've done what they can as a team to practice it, man. Now it's just about putting it into the game, you know, and working on it, you know.
And when you were in a slump, which, I mean, happens to everybody,
right.
What are some of the things you did to help the team out while you were struggling?
You know, I think if you're struggling at the plate, then you can always have a good day on defense, man. You know, you can help your team out in a lot of different ways, and it may not just have to be hitting, you know. So I always try to, if I was having a bad day at the plate, man, make all the plays in the field, you know. And if that doesn't happen, then, you know, try to find a way. Get on base, steal a bag, drop a bunt down, do whatever you can to help the team win. You know, that's what I always did in a slump, and eventually when you do those things, you know, good things happen and you come out of it. So
now you played for Coach Carroll, and I was with him as well. He's one heck of a guy. How would you consider him a mentor?
For sure, definitely. I think he's helped me out even after high school, man. I've called him multiple times and just asking for advice. Smart man with great wisdom. Been around the game for forever, and he knows what he's talking about. So
yeah.
So I've been around him since well before high school, and I'll be around him well after. I mean, well into my further years. I'm sure I'll be a dad one day, and I'll call him about something that has to do with my kids.
Yeah, I remember actually one of the times when we were coming in and we had our cars stuck in North Park, and we called him, and he came out in the middle of the night and opened it up for us.
Oh, yeah, man. He's
always
a good dude.
there.
Good man, bro.
Do you keep up with any of your teammates from high school?
A little bit every now and then. Obviously Chandler. You remember Chandler Pope? Yeah, he's actually having a baby, man. So
really?
So that's awesome. Seeing all my buddies and everybody grow up and becoming these great people, man. It's awesome. I keep up with quite a few of them, actually.
Well, congratulations, Chandler. What was it like for you? I talked about this with Coach Bork, but what was it like for you playing your last home game, knowing it's your last home game? Did you have any jitters or anything? How did you go into that?
Not necessarily jitters, because it's the last one. It's not the first one, So in a sense, I'd say it was surreal, because it's the last time you'll ever play here, but you're always welcome back, just like me now, everybody's welcome with open arms all the time, especially to alumni. So I didn't really have any worries in that sense of it, but I will say I hated leaving Denham because this is home, man, So I knew it wasn't my last game because I was going on to play college ball, but I definitely knew it was my last one around here. So that one stung a little bit, but it's all surreal and it happened so fast, man. Like, I wish I could go back, but it's all right, It worked out for me. So.
I hear you on that. And a little information to give between us. We first met actually while you were playing baseball. You were actually the first person to help me out with my wheelchair. And
right, yep.
That's how we became good friends.
Exactly.
And you actually gave me my first game ball. You remember that?
I do, man. That was after my first win on the mound, I think, my senior year.
Yeah, man, I still cherish that ball. I have it with me. I use it as as good luck.
That's awesome, man.
With the ladies coming in in the last game, knowing that they're not going to go make the playoffs this year, what do you want to show out there in their last game coming up, knowing that this is going to be the last home game?
Yeah. No, I mean, I know they have one senior getting honored tonight, so it's a young team. I say look for things to work on, man. Like, look for things to improve on. That's all you can do, really. Especially when your season's coming to an end. That's all. I mean, you just got to look forward into the next year and see what you can work on.
What memories do you have that are going to stick with you from being there?
I'd say that the whole town of Denham it felt like the whole town of Denham was behind us, every time we went out and played. And I think that's something that I'll always remember, is just the community around here and how everybody took care of each other. And, everybody cared about you. I think that's what I'll remember the most.
And I remember you telling me graduation was really the toughest part rather than the home.
Exactly. That was when everything came into full effect, I was like, dang, I'm probably not going to see 90% of these people again in my life, and I've known them since I was 3 years old, went to school with everybody. So it was a little different, man. It was a little different feeling, but I also knew that the ones that were close to me were going to stick around, and I would still have a relationship with them to this day. So,
well, I want to thank you, Dawson, for being my first interview. I really appreciate it, man. It made things a lot more calmer for me.
Good,
and we'll be back right with you coming up next on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Your
You get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program, to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Dorishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets Network. I'm back here with Coach Bork. And let's go through the lineup we have for today, Coach. Harley Scheckschneider will be hitting first, followed by Riley Teveno. Hannah Schweitzer will be hitting third. Miriam Russell hitting fourth. Rachel Watts playing center, hitting next. Then Elizabeth Keel. Pitcher is Paisley Berry, no relation to Coach Berry. Bradley Daigle will be playing right field, and for her final game, she's in the lineup. Gabby Gann at third base, and Sadler playing in the seventh left field. So, what do we need to do today, Coach, to try to keep this game competitive?
Well, Santa Maul's been on a tear lately. I believe their overall record is 20-7. That's the most they've lost in, I think, the last 4 years combined. But they're a very young team with very, very fundamentally sound. We can't make the errors we've made in the last two games because they will expose it, and they're very good. So we have to cut the errors down, not walk anybody, and we got to put the ball in play.
Yeah, Santa Mont lost a very close game to Live Oak, and that's actually the fourth in a row they've lost to Live Oak. And they came back and they beat up on Prairieville 15-0. So they're coming in here with some momentum, I think, ready to play. So our girls going to have to be ready to go here tonight.
Yes.
Let's see. We got the lineups coming. Everybody's setting up on the field. We're going to take a quick break, though, real quick, as we get to the national anthem. We'll be right back with you on the Sports Center Yellow Jackets Network. Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Onkel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Onkel.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98, and the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back. We're here starting the game now. We had the first pitch was an actual strike, and here comes the second pitch from Paisley Berry. That one is low, hits the backstop, 1-1. Hitting for Amant right now in Moran.
Yeah, a little left-handed hitter, the center fielder. He's got really good speed.
In the 1-1. That
Great
called
job.
strike. Umpire takes a little time to call it there.
He's a good one back there. I remember him when we were coaching. He's the delayed guy. He will call him, but that's his style.
Is the 1-2.
Good pitch.
Good pitch, just on the outside corner. Outside, 2-2 now.
Good pitch. See how we play defense against this little slapper.
Yeah, looks like she's trying infield in a little bit, especially at third. This pitch.
There it is, one
Goes to
down.
the shortstop, and they're over the first. Not in time.
Ooh.
Good play by Keel there. The throw just wasn't quite in time.
You know, that's the thing right there. If you hesitate for a second with a slapper, any slapper, it's going to be a bang-bang play.
She's on first now.
Another slapper up the bat.
Coming up is Bailey Ducote. She says that she also bunts, goes to third base, over to first, not in time. Another a good run up there by Gabby Gannick to get to that, but again, just the speed there is just...
Yeah, 2 base hits. None has left the infield yet, so...
So we got 2 on here, starting in the top of the first.
I would expect another lefty right here. I'd expect a bunt or a slap.
We got a mesh up here. That one is just outside, 1-0.
Mesh is a power hitter too. We'll see. It's early in the game. Coach Amy Sanamo might let her swing it right here.
And here's the 1-0. And she is swinging away and foul back. 1-1. You know, with one of your power hitters, you're probably not going to try and bunt them over here.
You know, sometimes we are actually deep, so, I mean, she's a lefty, so it'd be tough to throw her out. So it just depends on how you feel.
Here's the pitch, and that's hit up in right field. And it is caught by our senior, Briley Daigle, out there in right field.
Great play, Briley.
Great play, Briley. You know her heart's probably pumping pretty fast being in her
last game. So.
That's first out of the inning here. Runner still at first and second. Olivia Johnson up to bat now for Amant. Here comes the first pitch, and that's strike one.
Great job by Barry getting ahead of hitters. I think every batter she's gotten ahead of this inning.
And here comes the pitch to the right-handed hitter, and it's outside. Runner kind of got a little happy out there on the second, took a few steps, and then looked her over, and she went back to second. And Johnson's ready now, and here comes the pitch from Daigle. From Paisley. That one is outside, and it's now 2-1.
Looks like a drop ball. Looks like Paisley's trying to be a little fine with her pitches. Being careful. This is the 4-hole, so trying to be very careful. It'd be good if we get the second out here.
And the pitch, and that is a little high. 3-1 now.
Yeah, she's staying away from her. Let's see what she does right here.
Runners on first and second. One out here. Here comes the 3-1.
Ooh,
call, strike two. He's got to wait there because he takes a little while to give the motion.
That looks a little off the plate. I would try to stay there. If we're going to get that call from him, I'm sure both teams will get it. If we can stay there, that would be pretty good. Keep it out of her power right here.
Got a full count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on to left field, and Briley's under it. She makes the catch. Runners moving to second, from second to third.
Nobody covering second.
Nobody's covering second, and both runners move up on that play. Good catch by Daigle, but the runners just
moved up. Yeah,
moved up.
She was tagging from second. First base was waiting to see the throw. Keel's going to learn at shortstop. She was too deep as the cutoff. She needs to be more up in the line and cut that throw there because there was no chance to get that young lady going to third.
And now we have Rabelais.
A little low.
Ball one. 2 outs now, trying to get out of this inning without any damage done. Here comes the 1-0 from Paisley.
Good pitch.
Strike.
You can kind of see it in his manner there.
Yeah.
He kind of stands up and he takes a deep breath before he throws that fist up in the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at his manner.
He is a real good umpire, though. He's good.
On 1-1, that's hit foul to first base side out of play.
He's been doing this a long time too. I mean, I'm old, so if he did it back when I was coaching, he's made a real good career out of this.
Brooke Rabelais here.
One pitch from getting out of this inning.
Let's see if we can do it. Here's the pitch.
Yes.
Ooh, oh my! Just outside. 2-2. That one could have gone either way.
That's a great pitch. I think I'd throw that one again. I mean, I think she gets it the next time. Don't miss inside. Don't give up anything to her.
And the pitch. Ooh, that's inside. Almost hit her. It's full count now. 3-2.
Well, yeah, it looks like she went back in with a screwball to try to get her off balance because she was looking away. It was kind of going away, and then hard in just now.
And a full count here. Oh, it's way outside.
Way outside.
Ball 4. That'll load the bases. Here comes Trish for Amant, the left fielder. Oh, we're going to get a pinch runner here for Rabelais. And that will be number 13. Is Amari Law is is now running at first. But the base is juiced.
Left fielder number 2, Kinley Trish.
Is Kinley Trish set up with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Jackets trying to get out of this without any damage. And here comes the first pitch. Swung on,
pitch.
Hit foul to the first base side.
Barry's doing an excellent job of staying on that outside, just a few inches off the plate, just right on the corner there. I think that's where he likes it, and the Santa Monica batters have not figured it out yet, but that's a great thing.
And her being a freshman, she's only going to go up from here.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1, and that's fouled back.
Yeah.
0-2 now.
Screwball back in. Away in, looks like the thing here. Keep them off balance. 1 pitch from getting out this inning.
And comes the 0-2 to Trish.
There it
on
is.
and mid. Oh no, fouled off. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Didn't see that.
Yeah, she just got a piece of it. It was, once again, it was about 6 inches off the plate. Looked real good. It's that curveball. It breaks there. Looks great from up here. Batter was barely got a piece of it.
She was getting some advice from Coach Petrie over there for this. Here's the 0-2. That one's down and out.
Try to drop ball, which is okay.
1 and 2. Oh yeah, she's got a few pitches here to
She's got another. That's right. She's got another pitch she can waste here and not give up. Don't give in to this hitter. Get us back in the dugout.
And here comes the 1-2 to Trish. Swung on, hit to left center, and the center fielder Bradley makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. No runs here on 2 hits. We'll be back coming to the bottom of first on Yellow Jackets softball.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amant River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in to Yellow Jackets softball. Going into the bottom of the first here. Paisley Bear did a great job of getting out of that inning without any runs.
Yes, she did. She, the big thing from this one in the Prairieville game, she got ahead of every hitter in that first inning, and good things happened. They got 2 base hits that didn't leave the infield, and the ones that they did get, we got the outs, and we did what we were supposed to do. So, great job by Paisley.
And sent them on, getting ready. They have the infield in, talking to the pitcher right now. And leading off for the Lady Jackets will be Harley Scheck-Schneider.
Leading things off for your Yellow Jackets, the catcher, number 6.
Playing catcher today.
Scheck-Schneider.
Prairieville, she was out in playing shortstop.
Yeah, we'll see what Harley can do. Yeah, Harley can play just about anywhere. She's really good in the outfield also.
See if she can get another leadoff home run like she did against Prairieville. Here's the pitch, and that's a hit to the right side, out of play, 0-1.
And that one might have been the pitch right there. She just missed that one.
On the mound is Haley Hebert for the Lady Gators. Here comes the 0-1.
Changeup
is called strike 1.
Got Harley with a changeup there.
Oh, excuse me, strike 2, 0-2.
She needs to battle, put this ball in play.
Yeah, it's the 0-2. That's way high and outside, 1-2. Yeah, against Prairieville, she had a homer and a triple in that game. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Struck her out this time. And it's the first out of the bottom of the first.
See if you watch her, Darren. She's on deck talking to the hitters coming up. That's just something they learn. Talking about what she's seen at the mound. We haven't done that all year as players, so that's a growing thing. So it's awesome to see and watch them grow.
You see a lot of major league players also do the same thing. They control what they
she's
see.
a leadoff, and she saw her first set of pitches. So
here's the first pitch to Tevenot, and that is outside, 1-0. Kinsley playing second base today. Here comes the 1-0. That is high and outside, 2-0.
Kind of see her slow down that windup when she tries to throw that changeup. Real slow. Our hitters should pick that up. Kind of just floats in there, but she has a good fastball to mix with it.
And here comes the pitch. Ooh, that's inside. 3-0. Did you give her the green line here, Coach?
No, we're taking. We're playing percentages, and we're trying to get as many bases as we can.
Yeah. Pretty much knew the answer, but I was going to ask anyway. And here's the 3-0. And yeah, she looked at it, and it's high, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk. And we have Hannah Schweitzer coming up, first baseman.
Now batting your first baseman, number 15, Hannah Schweitzer.
And here's the pitch. And that is a called strike. Tevenot was leading a little bit there, and the catcher looked her back to first base.
I've been watching Coach Beard this year, and he's I think I got his scouting report down. So I think he might be bunting right here.
Here we go.
Nope.
No. And that one is high.
He's letting it fly today.
He's communicating right now to.
Catch is real good. So we'd have to pick a real good pitch to go on, maybe a change up.
Here's the 1-1. Check swing. It's called strike anyway. 1-2. Schweitzer here trying to get something started for our Lady Jackets. And here comes the 1-2. And
Good.
Swung on and hit foul to the left side, past first base.
Way to battle, stay in there, battle.
Stays 1-2. And the 1-2. They're swinging away, and it's fouled back again. It's time to the backstop.
It's a great job of protecting herself right there. That's that pitch we talk about on the outside there. It's a few inches off, so you can't really take that with this umpire.
Let's see if Tevenot is going to try to go here. And here's the pitch. And
there it
swung
is.
on the first. First baseman can't handle it. And it gets scratched from both players. It's safe. Probably an error on second baseman. And runners now at first and second with only one out. And up next we got Miriam Russell.
Here's a great opportunity for us to score first and try to get up on the board.
And runners on first and second. One out here. See what Miriam Russell can do. Here's the first pitch. Ball. No, it's 1-0. I've heard it's always best to get to a pitcher in the first inning. That's the best time to get at him.
Yeah, if we can jump on.
Tevenot's out. She left early.
Oh, well, they're looking at something right now. And
They called us out at second for leaving early.
Yeah, she left early. Tevenot. So she's actually out there. 2 outs now. Runner at first. Sorry, fan didn't see that.
She was kind of taking that step off lead at first, so I thought she was timing it pretty good, but.
So it's now 2 outs here with Schweitzer over at first, and here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. 1-1. 0-1. And those are...
It's 0-1. They took, it was a dead ball.
Oh, gotcha.
So they took that first one away because she left early. So
here comes the 0-1. That's in the dirt. And no.
We thought about going, but no.
Yeah, Schweitzer was in the middle there. Didn't know if she wanted to go to second or not, but she made the right decision going back to first.
And she kind of hung out there for a little bit between first and second, danced, and then she got back.
And the 1-1 called strike.
Screwball.
1 and 2. And we can't be making those kind of mistakes in this kind of a game.
No, because we have an opportunity right here. Because Miriam could put this against the wall right here for a double.
Is it up to center? Center fielder is under it and makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. Good catch there by Riley Moore. And so we have no runs here in the bottom of the first. We go into the second. No score. We'll be right back with you on the Yellow Jackets softball.
Saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday. Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back here. Northside Stadium, no score here. Going into the top of the second. Ainsley Berry getting ready.
Yeah, we'll see if she can get ahead of hitters right here and do the same thing she did in the first. And we're at the bottom of their lineup, so we need to take advantage and try to get off the field real fast.
Coming up for Denham will be number 12. Laura Allen. Here comes the first pitch from Paisley.
Good pitch.
Good pitch, strike one. What you need to do, keep throwing strikes?
Yeah. Strike one, best pitch in softball.
Here's the 0-1.
Good pitch.
Right.
There it is.
2.
He really likes that outside corner. He loves the corners here.
Got to paint that corner.
You send a text to Coach Beard, don't throw anything over the plate.
Here comes the 0-2.
Good
Check
pitch.
swing. Didn't go.
That's a great pitch right there for 0-2.
She was tempted, but
yeah,
not quite.
It's a chase pitch. She put it right off the plate there. I would come back with this.
And the 1-2 swung on and hit over to third. Throw it to first in time. Good play there by Gabby Gann. Playing much better defense than they did against Prairieville.
Yeah, and that's been our Achilles heel all year, is being consistent on defense. If we could do that, we'd be in a lot more ball games. But once again, that's the youth in us, and we're going to get better as we move along.
Here comes their pitcher, Bowler. Here's the pitch.
Good pitch.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Pounding in those strikes. That's what we need. Keep throwing those strikes. And here comes the 0-1. And swung on to left, to right field. Caught by first baseman. Great catch there from Anna Schweitzer. 2 down now in the top of the second.
She's pitching great. She actually got away with one right there. The catcher was set up, Harley was set up way outside for it, and she kind of missed over the plate.
Cossey up now, second baseman. And she's bunting over the third baseman has it. Throw over to first.
Great play.
In time.
Great
That's going to
play.
retire the side. Great play there by Gaffigan. We're going in now to the bottom of the second here. No score on your Yellow Jacket softball.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Welcome back in. The Yellow Jackets softball going into the bottom of the second. No score here. So far, great job by our Lady Jackets. It's kind of like their World Series, so to speak, because they're not going to the playoffs and playing against one of the best teams. I mean, 3-time defending champions.
Yeah, because they'll be there in the end. That's the thing with Santa Mall. Well coached and they're young, but still well coached.
Riley Watts coming up now to lead off the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1.
Took a good cut at that.
Riley Watts playing center field today. Here comes the 0-1. That's called strike two. And she's looking at some pretty nice pitches there.
Yeah, 2 fastballs are there. See if she slows her body down.
And here's the pitch, and that's outside.
Curveball to just miss.
1-2 now to Watts.
See if Riley's choked up on the bat. Put it in play with 2 strikes. Good.
That's outside. 2-2, excuse me.
Great job to work the count even there. Continue to battle up there.
Mm-hmm. Even count now, 2-2. Here's the pitch. And swung on.
There it is.
Second baseman. She makes the throw to first in time. Good play there by the second baseman.
Yeah, that was in the hole between first and second. Second baseman made an excellent play there by getting over and still making the throw.
Thought for a second there she just might make it.
Yeah.
First. Cossey made a great play for Denham. Elizabeth Keel now up. Shortstop. Here comes the first pitch. That's low, ball 1.
Good job by Keel right here.
And the 1-0 coming your way. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Keel took a healthy hack on that one.
She got it with the rise pitch there.
Yep.
And the 1-1. That's also up. 2-1. Didn't chase that time. One out here in the bottom of the second. No score. And Bullet taking time, and here she goes, and that pitch is up. Now,
Ball
3-3.
Yep. Tell you what, our approach at the plate today has been great. We've made adjustments. It's early on.
You can tell.
We're not chasing. Hopefully that'll continue.
Here's the 3-1.
There it is.
And ball four. So with one out, we now have a runner on in first with Paisley Berry coming up.
I think the Centermore pitchers complaining of the balls. I think they're brand new. They're not really marked up. Umpire's about to throw this one out.
Yeah, changing balls here.
Yeah, they want them scuffed up a little bit. She can't, I guess she's complaining she can't get a grip on it, can't throw her pitches.
Now batting, your pitcher, number 9, Paisley
happen often?
Yeah, sometimes when balls come out the box and they're not scuffed up. On old fields with dirt, you used to rub them up with dirt, baseball, but in today's age, with every field being turf, it's a tough thing.
It's the pitch, and it is called strike one.
Let's see if Barry can help herself out. Pitching a great game so far.
She really is. We got Keel over at first. And the pitch, and that's hit into.
That's going to fall in the
infield. It's going to fall. It's short. Second baseman throws it to first. Not in time.
Yes.
Everyone is safe.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there, Coach.
Keel had to hold up because it was a pop fly on the infield, and the ball had some backspin on it. And what happened was the little second baseman caught and tried to throw Barry out at first. And by the time it took to get to first, Keel was able to make it to second. So we got first and second.
We'll take it.
Yes, we'll take it. Anyway, anyhow.
It's about time we have one of the errors going our way.
That's right. It's about time we get a break.
Now batting, your senior right fielder.
Yeah, runners on first and second here. One out, trying to do some damage in the bottom of the second. And the senior up now. Riley Daigle. See what she can do on her first at bat. Is she bunting?
No, yeah. She tried to bunt a ball. Just bunt the strikes there. Let her come to you. She's frustrated on the mound right now. See if we can take advantage, move the runners up, maybe make another error.
And infield's in, ready for the bunt.
Yeah, she's gonna bunt it, try to move them over.
And she bunts and misses. 0-2. Do you take the bunt off now, or do you?
Yeah, you try to get her to just bang it in the ground. Got to try to get it in play, get the runners moving, and see what happens. Can't get a strikeout right here. We got to make something positive happen.
Here's the 0-2. And she looks at strike three there. Two outs now. Runners on first and second. With Gabby Gann coming up.
Next up for your judges, third baseman, number 10, Gabby Gann.
Unfortunately, couldn't move the runners over there, but still have a chance to get something done here.
Yeah, base hit would score a run here. Keel runs well enough.
And the first pitch to Gann. That's hit to foul on the first base side. Out of play.
Gabby jumped all over that pitch.
She did.
That's the thing. We're attacking that first pitch. Pitcher, that's the thing that if you get the scouting report sometimes, she's a first pitch strike pitcher. You could sit on that and.
Here's the pitch there. And did she go around?
She did not.
She did not. 1-1. Oh, he's checking second, and second base umpire says she didn't swing, so it's 1-1.
Base umpires in the left field out there.
Here's the pitch.
That's a good pitch right there.
It's called strike two. 1-2.
See if Gann makes an adjustment, two-strike hitting here.
Let's see what we can do here. 1-2. Try to get the runners going. Here's the pitch.
There it is.
Swung and picked up by the shortstop. Throw over the first in time, and that's going to retire the side. No runs in the bottom of the second. We go into the top of the third. No score. We'll be right back with you on Yellow Jacket Softball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abair, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abair, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abair, and On-Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abair, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small-town values, big city results. Boyer, Abair, and On-Gel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back into Yellow Jackets Baseball. Darren Ferranti here with Coach David Bork. And Barley Daigle getting ready for the top of the third.
good game so far, 0-0.
Back to the top of the order here for Amant.
This will be a big inning for us if we can. Second time around, second time them seeing Barry.
Back to the top of the order for the Gators. Center fielder, number 37, Riley Moran.
And here's the first pitch, and she's bunting, and
there you go.
Pulls it back, but strike one. Oh, 1 here. And that's hit over to third base side. 0-2. And the 0-2 now coming from Paisley to Moran.
That's a great pitch right there. Whew, I thought she had her right there.
That was a close one, but the umpire says ball.
That didn't miss by much, I can tell you that. That was a great pitch by Barry there.
And here's the pitch, and that is outside, 2-2. Moran was stranded on second in the first inning.
Yeah, I believe she reached on a walk.
Yeah. Here's the pitch, and that's left over to third base. Gann throws over to first in time. Nice play there by Gabby Gann, and that's the first out of the inning here. As long as we keep making those plays, we're looking pretty good.
We have played consistent.
Yeah,
Catch it and throw it.
I wasn't at the Walker game, but I can tell a huge difference in the way they're playing here tonight.
Yeah, big difference from a bunch of the games that I've seen.
Here's Dakota up for the Lady Gators, and she's up, sets the bunt, pulls it back, and it's a ball one.
It's always great when you're the young team with the underdog, I guess, and you can push a team like this to the very end and see how they respond. And it kind of panic starts to set in sometimes in some of these teams.
Pitch there is low, 2-0. Yeah, there's really no pressure on the Jackets today. It's much more pressure on St. Laurent.
Yeah, they're playing for seeding. We just need to play softball.
And the 2-0, she squares the bunt again, and it's fouled back, 2-1. Beautiful night out here today, Coach.
Just a beautiful day.
It really was. Very few clouds up in the sky. Here comes the 2-1, and that's swung on, and that's into center field for a base hit. That'll be one on now with one out. Good swing there by Dakota.
Yeah, that one kind of floated back across the middle there. She was able to get around on it and hit it back to the right side.
For the Gators, first baseman, number 6, Kaylee Mesh.
Kaylee Mesh now at the plate. She flew out to Barley Daigle in the first inning. One of two she barely caught in the first inning.
Actually, that hit's the hardest hit today on Paisley. She's done a great job of keeping them down.
And here comes the first pitch from Paisley, and that is outside. Oh, 1-0. That was just a beautiful hit to center field. Center field, there's nothing we could do about that one. And that next pitch is popped up out of play. Heard the smash, and it hit the roof up there. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1, and that is outside. 3-1 now to Mesh. Cody over at first, and here's the pitch. Oh, that Swan hit hard to right field.
There you go,
Paisley
find the
going
wall.
back, and she can't get to it in time. Ball hits the wall. Paisley, Daigle going to get it. Actually, it's being thrown in by the center fielder there. And that'll put runners on second and third now with one out. And just another powerful swing there from Mesh. From Mesh.
How about this statistic? The last two batters get hits, two of the hardest hit balls so far in the game. And Barry was behind on the count both times. She's been a hit on every hitter, you know. So, but that's Seminole. Seminole's real good. They're going to find a way. We just got to play defense.
It's hard when you get behind, though, and pitching and trying to come back. And that pitch is fouled off. Oh, there we go now. Now we're starting off 0-1.
Now we're ahead. Let's see what can happen. We need another out. We need the second out right here.
Dakota at third, Mesh at second. No score here in the top of the third. And the 0-1 on the way.
Good pitch.
Good pitch, called straight.
Good pitch.
Always have to wait for that umpire to make sure.
I kind of see it in his legs. He takes that deep breath, and you know the strike is coming.
I can't see his legs from here. Here's the 0-2. And swung on and foul to the third base side.
Great job on Gann letting that go foul because we don't have a chance at an out, and they score a run right there. That ball stayed fair just about to the third base bag. But
there was nothing we were going to be able to do. The runner was going to get home, and the hitter was going to get the first.
And Barry made a great pitch right there at 0-2. She rolled over on the bat and got what we needed, a weak ground ball.
Trying to get that strikeout, though, to get 2 outs here. See the 0-2, and that's outside,
Nice.
1-2.
Almost got her to chase that one.
It's Johnson up right now for Lady Gators. He's 0-1 today. Goes the 1-2.
Don't lose it.
That one hit the ground. 2-2. Barry trying to get the strikeout here to get 2 outs.
See if we'll see curveball right here.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, foul, third base side.
Kind of moved away from that outside off the plate there. We've been getting all game. Kind of getting back in the middle. Getting us in trouble there.
See if Paisley can get this here. 2-2. It's
good
popped
pitch.
Up to from the left field. Left fielder catches. Runners taking off from third. Going to make it home in time. It's going to be 1-0 St. Amant. Still a great catch there by Shane Sadler to get the second out of the end.
Next up for the Gators, the catcher, number 8, Brooke Rabelais.
Brooke Rabelais up now for the Gators. 2 outs, runner at second, 1-0 St. Amant. And the pitch is going
Great
to
pitch.
Second. And she tosses it over to first in time. That's going to retire the side. Great
A little
play
bit
there.
of glove work right there.
Great job by Tevino. So 1 run in the inning. So it's now 1-0 St. Amant going to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back on Yellow Jackets softball.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome back to Yellow Jacket Softball. I'm Darren Ferranti here with Coach David Bohr. We also have Brian Berry on cameras, Josh Ward on the 1s and 2s, Lamine Figueroa back at the station. John's not here tonight. Kind of makes the press box look a little bit nicer. No, just kidding, John. You know we love you. And Josh says, no, we don't.
We did a great job minimizing damage last inning.
Yes.
Get away with just one. I mean, we got to score one anyway, so.
Yeah, can't win without scoring. Now we're back at the top of the order here. Harley Chuck Snyder up. She struck out her first time up.
Yeah, let's see if we can put some people on base and make something happen here.
And bowler's ready. Here comes the pitch. That is outside. 1-0.
Pitcher looks like she slipped a little bit. Slipped. She's looking down at the turf, looking down at her feet. I don't know.
We'll take it. 1-0. That
strike.
It's called strike. 1-1. I know it looked kind of in to me, but really he's been consistent, though. The umpires really has been consistent so far. And the 1-1 coming. And Chuck Snyder looks at that one. 2-1.
Great job. We've done a great job to get it in hitters' counts tonight, getting ahead of the pitcher. What an opportunity to do that. I mean, we've only struck out twice so far in 3 innings, so we've done a great job of trying to put it in play. So.
And the 2-1, that's hit it into center field. Center fielder going back. No, she's coming back in. And she makes the catch. And that's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, we've really done a good job. Our approach at the plate has been different than the last few times I've watched.
Second baseman, number 21, Kinsley Delano.
Delano coming up here. She walked her first time up. One nothing here. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Like she was kind of swinging for the fences there.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not going to get cheated today. I like the approach we've got.
Here's the 0-1, and that's swung on and fouled back.
The big thing is we're swinging at strikes. We're not chasing pitches out of the zone right now. We're swinging at strikes. We're getting in hitters count. I think this might be one of the first times we get behind on the batter because we've been either even in the count or ahead in the count when we put it in play. So we've done a good job of doing that today.
Kinsley's doing well in the playing second base as well for us today so far.
Yeah, she flashed a little glove there.
Yes, she did.
A little grab and toss from the glove there.
To end the inning, yeah, on the top of the 3rd. See if she can do something here at the plate. Down 0-2 here. In the count, down 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's swung on, and 3rd base side, foul.
Just foul, too.
Just foul.
Dude, she was sitting on that changeup. It's a great job fighting that off. That would have been extra bases, I think.
Absolutely. She stayed alive here at 0-2. Bowler getting ready for the next pitch. Here we go. That's
good
on,
job.
Foul back.
Great job battling right here.
Absolutely. Playing well right now. 1-0.
Count still 0-2.
Still 0-2. Here comes the pitch. And swung on and fouling. Nice catch there by Coach Beard over at 3rd.
I couldn't see the walls in the way.
He made a nice one-handed catch there.
Y'all just tell me if he dives from one. I want to get a picture of it. Another changeup she fought off right there.
Yes, sir. 0-2 here. That's
good
high.
Job on the rise ball.
Good job, Chip. Staying off of that one.
First ball.
Yeah, Coach has a little smile over there over at 3rd. Here's the 1-2. And Swan foul back again. Stays 1-2. She's fighting here, Coach.
Continues to fight. That's great. 8 pitch at bat, 9 pitch at bat. Pitcher for Santa Mo's throwing nothing but strikes. She's only throwing 1 ball. She's done a heck of a job fighting. See if we can get one in play here and see what happens.
See if we can get her a little frustrated here. Comes the 1-2.
There it is.
Swung on. Right side out of play. Stays 1-2. She can foul off 20 as long as she gets on base.
I'll tell you what, this is a great at bat.
It really is.
No matter what happens, this is really a great at bat. Great approach to it. See if she can win the battle.
Here's the 1-2. That's swung
Sits
on.
the change.
Third baseman has it. Throws over to first. Took a hop, but first baseman made a great catch there. Did Kinsley Mesh, and that'll be 2 outs here.
First baseman made a hell of a scoop there.
She really did.
To get out. Yeah, looked like we were going to get on her there. But that's a great at bat. I mean, that's a way to battle, and she was just inches from having extra bases there.
Number 15, Hannah Schweitzer.
Hannah Schweitzer up now. She reached on an error in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And call strike 1. Oh, and 1 here for Schweitzer. The pitch. That swung on, foul back.
Chased one that was a little outside.
They're getting a nice swing.
Yeah, she's in the hole 0-2. Yeah, we're swinging at good pitches. It's not nothing we're chasing. We're doing a good job of swinging at things in the zone. Trying to make some good things happen.
Here comes the 0-2 from Bowler. That's swung on to first base side, and then she makes the catch right in foul territory, and that's going to retire the side. And then we'll go into the top of the 5th now, 1-0 here on Yellow Jackets softball.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back into Yellow Jacket softball here, going into the top of the 1st, 1-0 Amant over our Lady Yellow Jackets. And a great, tough game so far, though. They're giving it everything they've got.
Yeah, this is 1-0. See if we can go 1, 2, 3 here and get back in the dugout. That would be a real big momentum boost for us.
That'd be huge.
And we're playing well, so we try to keep up the intensity, try to keep it for all 7 innings.
Knock on wood.
Yes.
Probably should have hit my head. Probably would there.
Number 2, Hindley Trish.
Hindley Trish now up for St. Amant to lead off the top of the 4th. Comes the first pitch from Paisley, and it's a little high, 1-0. 59 miles an hour on that pitch.
Not a bad pitch. Right off the plate.
And the pitch here is high and outside, 2-0.
I don't know if people watch. I know some people know if you're in the softball world, but how just successful Santa Mo has been. There's a strike.
There's a strike there.
Yeah. Over the past 15, 20 years, they've won the last back-to-back-to-back state championships, and then They were a quarterfinalist after the year COVID, so.
And swung on, hit over to second.
Knocked down
short.
by Keel.
Third
yeah.
baseman goes and gets it, and she'll be safe over at first.
So since we've got back from COVID, we've played 4 straight years. They've won 3, and they were a quarterfinalist. And if you go back to 10 years, they played for 5 state championships in 10 years and won 3 of them. And if you go back to 2003, they've played for 7 state championships. In the early 2000s, they were back-to-back state champs. So their program.
That's the definition of a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And here comes the pitch now.
Oh, I think we had it first.
To Allen. 0-1.
And those stats are a compliment of Mr. Robert Graves, who's probably playing Red Dead right now.
And I want to take this time to thank Mr. Robert Graves for everything he's done for me this week, helping me get prepared for this game, giving me so much history. Here comes the pitch, and that is bunted.
Let it go foul? Yeah, good job.
Let it go foul.
Yeah, he is the stat guy when I was coaching here or anything, if you wanted to know anything. But he's probably listening to us playing Red Dead right now. He's probably
I know he's listening.
He's hunting down some bounties on, if you don't know what Red Dead is, that's a Western game on PlayStation. So
yeah, he says he's pretty good at that.
He's real good at that. He's actually a level 1,000, believe it or not.
And here comes the 0-2 now.
Great pitch.
Ooh, just missed it, I guess. 1 and 2.
That's all right. Pitch to waste. I'd come back and throw the same thing. The crowd's kind of getting on him.
I notice a lot, with umpires, when it's 0-2, the pitch, it seems like the strike zone gets
kind of shrinks, yeah.
Here's the 1-2. And that's hit
right
into left
head.
field for a base hit. That'll move run over to second. Good swing there by Allen. Move Trish over to second. Runners are first and second now. Nobody out.
We need to start without number 1 somewhere, somehow. I mean, Barry's pitched real well. They've just made contact. They've done what Santamo's capable of doing.
Bowler up now. Trying to help herself out in her team here. Comes the pitch. She's squared the bunt. Called strike 1. Well, actually, I think she went around.
She attempted to bunt, trying to move the runners over to second and third, and there was that great pitch by Barry, which was right off the outside of the plate, a couple inches, where Blue likes it. So,
and the pitch is get rounded up to second, the shortstop over to second in time. Get the force out.
Yeah.
And that's the first out of the inning here. Now with runners at the corners.
See, that's it. We got the first out right there. Kill almost threw that too hard at her shins, but that's youth. She'll learn. She's 5 foot from the bag. Just give her a toss she can handle.
It's a good play. I don't think they would have kept the runner at first anyway. So it was a great job there by Keel getting that.
Yeah, this is the part of their lineup that can really run.
And squared the bunt there, and it's called strike 1.
Bunch of lefties trying to put it in play and trying to let their speed do the work.
Call City, bottom of the order up right now.
Yeah, we are too deep, though. I think we need to be up on this hitter because...
She squared the bunt again. I'm not throwing over to second.
She's out.
She's out at second, but the runner comes home with third. That will score a run, but the runner is out of second, so that will be nobody on now with 2 outs. 2-0, send them on.
Great throw by Harley Joe, great tag by Keel. I'll take that. Give up the run for the out. Keep it real low. We have to hit the score anyway and choose one or the other.
That was a beautiful throw from Sheck Snyder there.
That was.
And the 1-1 now. That's outside. 2-1.
Now Bear could just get herself out this inning right here. Just get the hitter right here and get us back in the dugout.
The 2-1 getting ready to come from Barry. Here it is.
Good pitch.
Swung.
Oh, I thought she went around.
I did too, and
there it is.
Check,
yeah.
And she did.
Yeah.
According to the outfield umpire, she went, and according to us, she went too.
Yeah, the first base umpire, he's real good.
All even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Even count, I should say, not even. And that one is low. 3-2.
Tried to get her with a changeup. Tried to get her out of the box. A lot of times throw that changeup. That slapper's running in the box. If she gets too far out of the box, that's an automatic out.
What do you suggest she throw here on the 3-2?
Strike.
I'll take that.
No, we've been playing defense well. I would. That is actually a great pitch right there. I would give her something to put in play, let us play defense, and not walk her.
Unfortunately, that was a little outside.
Yeah. We've done a great job of emptying the bases with 2 outs here.
Back to the top of the order now for the Lady Gators. Moran up. She is 0 for 1. She walked the first time up and grounded 4-3 second time up. And here's the pitch. That is high, 1-0.
Yeah, they're going to try to make us play D. They're continuing to show bunt, drag, and try to make us play because this is the speedy part of their order.
I'm going to say that, yeah, definitely the speed, top of the order. Here comes the 1-0. She squares the bunt, goes right up to Paisley. She throws over to first in time, and that's going to retire the side. 1 run allowed there. We'll go into the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 St. Amant over to Denham Springs. Be right back on Yellow Jacket Softball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Welcome back in. The Yellow Jackets softball going to the bottom of the 4th here. 2-0 St. Amant over Denham Springs. Have the middle of the order coming up here. And got Miriam Russell coming up here. She's talking to Coach Beard coming up to the plate.
Yeah, tell you what, Miriam's got a chance that right center field gap. She's got a chance to put that thing against the wall right here.
She flew out to center her first time up. And here comes the pitch. That is inside, 1-0.
Yeah, she just missed that first one. It was a tad bit early, which caused her to hit a fly ball to center field.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on, hit over to short. Shortstop throws over to first in time. And that's the first out of the inning. And that was Dakota over to Mesh.
I'll tell you what, that ball gets a little deeper, and that's a line drive somewhere in the gap or up the middle.
Now batting, your center fielder, number 23, Riley.
Riley Watts up now. Grounded out her first time up. Comes the first pitch. Called strike 1. 0-1.
See if Riley can get something started here.
And the 0-1 is outside, 1-1. Got to get something started here.
Very patient at the plate. I know I said it before, I sound like a broken record, but I really do like our approach. Very patient, swinging at balls in the strike zone. It's just got to stay with it and keep it close, and I think be able to break this thing open a little bit towards the end if we continue to do this.
That last pitch was fouled out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Called. Strike 3. 2 outs now.
Saw the umpire there do his little dance. Yeah. Pitch was a little off the plate, but it's what he's been calling all day.
Your shortstop, number 27, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Keel up now. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Playing shortstop today. First pitch is in there. Strike 1. She walked her first time at bat. Here's the pitch. That's way high. 1-1.
I tell you what, when Elizabeth really learns to hit, she can hit now. She's got real fast hands. When she learns to go gap to gap, she will probably lead the team in hitting. Her and Harley Schicksnyder will be probably our top hitters.
That ball's inside, 2-1, and you heard that from Coach Pork now.
I'll make that call. She's got quick hands. She's got great reaction time. When she learns to let that ball get to the zone,
2-1 out of play,
and hit gap to gap, she will be hard to stop.
2-2 here for Kia.
She kind of gets ahead of herself, gets a little bit out in front of the plate there, what gets her in trouble sometimes. But that's the youth and inexperience.
Yeah, that's being a freshman. Swung on and missed, and that's gonna end the inning. 1-2-3. Go in at the bottom of the fourth. We're gonna go into the top of the fifth. 2-0 St. Amant. We'll be right back on Yellow Jackets softball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amant River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back to Northside Field here in Denham Springs. It's 2-0 St. Amant over our Lady Jackets going into the top of the fifth. And looks like we're getting ready now. Paisley getting a little talk from the infield. Shortstop up now, Cody for the Lady Gators to lead off the top of the fifth. Another lefty. His pitch, and she squared the bunt, pulled it back, 1-0.
Crashing hard on the corners there. Just continue to play.
Got the infield in, ready for the bunt. Here comes the pitch.
Good pitch.
Yeah, good. Strike one there. She wasn't squaring the bunt, though. That looked like it was going to be a tapper there, a slapper, I should say.
Yeah, she's going to put it in play. We just need to be up, make that clean play, and make a good throw to first.
Here's the 1-1. She squares the bunt again.
Good pitch.
Strike two.
We get it in our favor here. Pitchers count, 1-2 count. I'd like to see Keel come up a little more.
It's the 1-2, swung on, hitting center field for a base hit. And lead off single here to start the top of the fifth.
Yeah, great job of hitting right here by the Santa Monica hitter.
Yeah, that was Cody.
Ball kind of moved a little too far over the plate.
Excuse me. Yeah, it was good. Comes Mesh now for St. Amant. She doubled her last time up. Here's the pitch, and that's going to center field. Center field going back,
Watts,
and Watts makes the catch. Nice job there.
It was a good read by Riley. First step was back, right in the gap, ran that one down.
Please, those join us at Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at John Fine Productions, and at YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. And while you're there, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. Here comes the first pitch here. That's swung on, hit into right field for base hit. Ooh, it gets past Briley Daigle, goes to the wall. Briley gets it, throws it back in. It's going to score a run. Hitter goes over to third with a triple there for Mesh. She now has a double and a triple on the day.
Yeah, she went down to get that one. That was It was a low pitch. He kind of golfed out there, and the ball had a little spin on it. Kind of ran away from Briley in right field.
Brooke Rabelais.
Brooke Rabelais up now for Denham. Runner at third, one out. Comes the pitch from Paisley. And call strike one. Now it's just a real solid swing there. Got it over, got the run in, run over to third. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a little high.
Guess it was a little high. Yeah, that was a good pitch right over the middle.
I was pretty sure he was going to call that a strike, but 1-1. And here comes the pitch. That one outside, 2-1. See if we can keep that runner over at third.
Barrett being careful right here. Power part of their order.
Here's the pitch.
Good
Swung
pitch.
on and missed. Strike two.
Got her to chase the curveball.
Got a piece of it, I think, of it.
Yeah, got her to chase the curveball. Great pitch right there to get the count even.
Trying to get the strikeout. Trying to leave Mesh over there at third. Here's the pitch. And that's hit into right field. It's going to drop. Daigle picks it up on a hop. Throws over to second. Runner comes in, and it's now 4-0. Amant.
Actually, a great pitch by Barry. Hitter was good enough to fight it off and hit a little blooper in the right field there. Just got the job done and got the score in.
And Amari Long coming in to pinch run for Rabelais.
All right, we need to get this second out right here. Minimize the damage.
Here's the pitch. And that is high, 1-0. He started to go around, but checked the swing.
Yeah, Paisley almost got it with the, looked like a rise ball right there.
And here comes the 1-0.
Good. Oh,
it's not. Another one that must have missed high, I guess.
That was pretty good.
2-0.
Just keep battling, Paisley. Continue to battle.
It can be real frustrating for a pitcher when
you just got to continue to battle. That's growing pains. Continue to battle.
Here's the 2-0. Call, strike one. Had a lot of growing pains so far this season. Also a great 80s show, by the way. Here's the pitch. And that call, strike two.
Yes, it was. Paisley does a great job of getting count back even, 2-2. Let's make a pitch right here and let's get that second out.
And Long over at first, and there's a pitch, and it's fouled to the first base.
Great pitch right there. Pitch was on the outside. Hitters are protecting it outside a little bit more since early in the game. Paisley was getting them on that pitch right there.
2-2 now for Trish, batting for Denham. It's the 2-2. That swung on, hit over to short.
Make sure of an out.
And Elizabeth Keel had a lot of trouble with that. Couldn't get it out of her glove, and runners are going to be at first and second now.
Yeah, she did a great job of stopping it. It was a pretty hard hit ball. She had it at her feet, had a chance to get the lead runner at second right there to get the second out. And it got tangled up in her feet. So you kind of see the shoulders kind of go down. This is a learning point right here where you just got to continue to battle.
Pitch there, called strike one.
And Paisley's doing a good job of doing that.
Allen up now for the Lady Gators. She grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. Could use another round out here, get a double play. His pitch, that's swung on, hit hard down the left line, but they're going foul.
Yeah.
Just a long strike.
Just a long strike, that's right.
0-2.
It looked good, but it looks good rolling on the street right now, too, on the outside.
Absolutely.
Paisley way ahead of this hitter. Throws pretty much whatever she wants right here. Just nothing around the plate. Oh, she got her.
Call, strike 3.
Good job, Paisley. The umpire do the dance down there.
2 outs now. Runners on first and second.
Number 36, Hudson Bowler.
And Bowler coming up now.
Good job. Let's take advantage of this and get out of this inning right here.
And first pitch there, just outside.
Runner on second, sure attempting our catcher there. She's taking that lead all the way almost to shortstop there. I think she's daring us to throw behind her. She's pretty fast. It would be bad if Harley she's not would arm fake it.
Here's the pitch, ground ball down first base side foul. That'll make it 1-1. Paisley looking at the pitches on her arm. And the throw pitch is fouled to the first base side again. 1-2.
Yeah, we're going. Looks like we're going away here. We'll see if she comes back in with the screwball. Let's see where Harley sets up.
Looks like she's setting up to the outside. Yeah. And that's hit to left field.
Shortstop.
Shortstop, excuse me. Shortstop makes the catch. Good catch there by Keel, and that'll retire the side. 2 runs in that inning. We'll go into the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 here on Yellow Jackets softball.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aspen Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Welcome back in the Northside Field. It is 4-0 St. Amant right now over the Lady Jackets. Please join us on Family Radio at 91.9 FM at johnfineproductions.com on the web and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. And while you're there at DS Jacket Vision, please hit that like and subscribe button for us. I'm Darren Ferranti, along here with Coach David Bork. Got Coach Berry doing the cameras, Josh Ward on the 1s and 2s. Lamine Figueroa back at the station. And again, no John Fine here tonight.
All right, we need to try to get something going right here. Done a great job of holding him down.
Paisley Berry up now, reached on an error last time. Has swung on and popped up to third. Third baseman under it and makes the catch. It's
Paisley
Johnson there.
She jumps on that first one, got a little bit on her hands there and didn't square it up. Love the aggressiveness, still swinging at pitches in the strike zone.
Briley Daigle coming up now. She struck out her first time up. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1.
Oh, I think that one got the umpire.
Just walk it off, walk it off.
Yep, it did. That's his dance leg there.
Think the pitcher's trying to tell him something?
No, I think it's a good job by Briley fighting that one off. I think she fouled that one down between the catcher's legs.
And the 1-0 to Briley is down. 1-1. I mean, 0-1 was down. 1-1. Excuse me, guys. And Briley Daigle getting ready. Here comes the 1-1. That one is outside.
Ooh,
no,
he calls that a strike.
That was a late call there. 1-2. I thought it was late before, but that one was real late.
And that one was outside, but it's where he's been calling. But I thought we got that one.
And the 1-2 swung on and miss. He strikes out for the second time today, and that is the second out of the inning. Infield coming in to talk now to the pitcher.
Now batting, third baseman, number 10, Gabby.
Pitcher Haley Abear.
We need to break this up right here. This inning's been too fast. We've been on the field a little too long last time defensively. If we can.
We've got Gabby Gann up here. First pitch is down, 1-0.
Try to slow the game down a little bit.
Try to get back to the top of the order here. Here's the pitch. The 1-0's foul back on the first base side. 1-1. Getting ready here for the 1-1 pitch now to Gabby. And that one is
inside.
And the weight there.
I thought he was about to call it a screwball inside. That was just a little too much inside.
2-1. Abear ready with the pitch. Here it comes.
Good job. Oh, wow.
Oh, no, he called that one a strike. 2-2. Well,
now he's kind of stretching it a little bit.
Well, said he was consistent earlier. Now
he was, but this one was almost looked like he was in the left-handed batter's box.
Sure did.
But we still got a battle.
And the 2-2. That looked like the exact same spot.
Same pitch, but we got the call right there. Full count. 3-2. See if we can win this battle right here and get on base.
Here comes the pitch from Abear.
Good job.
That one's down.
Ball 4.
Good walk there to get on here and bring back the top of the order.
See if we can get a 2-out hit here and shake some things up.
Number 6, Harley Schick-Snyder.
Harley Schick-Snyder up now. She's 0 for 2. Struck out her first time up, flew out to center her second time. Bottom of the 5th here. Here's the pitch. And that is outside, 1-0.
See what this pitcher does. I mean, Harley could, with a good pitch, can cut this lead in half with one swing here. As talented as she is.
And here's the 1-0, and that's hit down third base side foul. 1-1.
Just foul.
Again, a special thank you out there to Mr. Robert Graves for everything he's done for me to get prepared for this game. I'm not one of the few here that's not at Denham Springs alum. I'm from Brother Martin, but this is my second home. You can boo all you want. Here's the pitch. And that is outside, 2-1.
It's a tough press box up here. Good job working towards the hitter's count. Harley's got her in the hitter's count and see take advantage of that, and she can square something up and use her power.
Let's see if Schick-Snyder can do something here. She's pitched.
Oh.
Swung on and missed. 2-2.
I think she fooled Harley with the changeup there.
Take that triple or the home run she got against Prairieville here.
Yeah. See when she comes here. I don't think she's going to give her anything to hit.
Probably not. But you never know. Here comes the 2-2. She did hit it, and that's lined into the left center field. It's going to get all the way to the wall.
That should score a run.
And it's coming home, and that's going to be a double for Schick-Snyder there. Gang comes home, and it's 4-1 now. Lady Jackets on the board.
Yeah, that's the great thing about her, man. If she can square anything up, man, with the power she's got, as talented as she is, this thing, she's got the hands to do that. Yeah, doubles, triples, home runs.
Really looking forward to the rest of her career.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun to watch her grow.
We got a pinch runner here for, I'm trying to see the number from here.
Yeah, number 3, courtesy runner for the catcher.
Okay, we got
Wait, is it 3 or 7?
It's really hard to see. Yeah, it's Koronsky.
Let's see if we can get on the base hit here. We got a little speed on second. Karonsky.
4-1 now. Here comes to the first pitch. And that one is
strike. Yeah.
Strike, yeah. So, Teveno up here. She walked first time up. We got out in the second, so she's 0-1 right now.
Put it in play. See if we can make something happen again.
Yeah,
there it is.
1-0. That's in play. It's center fielder going back, but right to her, and that will retire the side. But we did get a run there, and then we go into the top of the sixth, 4-1. St. Amant. We'll be right back on Yellow Jacket softball.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Personal injury?
Warrior A-Baron Gel.
Auto accidents?
Warrior A-Baron Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Warrior A-Baron Gel. One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, A-Baron Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, A-Baron Gel.
Welcome back in the Yellow Jackets softball here, getting ready for the top of the sixth. Here with Coach Bort. Good getting on the board there, get something started.
Yeah, see if we can have a quick inning. This game is getting towards the end there. But we've done a great job. We've done a great job. I know we've given up 4 runs, but it's been a tough 4 for Santa Monica, and that's what you want. Play defense like that consistently, pitch well. Just got to do a little bit more offensively to try to stay right there with them.
And much better from the first game they played. That St. Amant lost 14-4. They're playing much better here tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they don't finish up like this, but you see a team that's starting to find themselves and starting to play together.
Here comes the first pitch, and that's bunted foul.
And when you have that, you know, then it comes down to strategy. And when there's 2 good teams playing, you need something to happen to get that advantage.
At the plate right now is, I think, Paige Stevens, number 9.
Yeah, this is the left-handed.
Oh no, excuse me, number 3.
Slapper.
My bad.
Keel is too deep. They need to pull her up. Because if she slaps anything in the 6 hole, we're not going to be able to throw her out.
It's costly up here for St. Amant. I think she should still come up a little more.
Yeah, she needs to come up.
Here's the pitch, slaps it over, foul, down third base.
She's looking to put it in play. I do think even a one hopper to kill, she won't be able to throw her out because she's too deep. She's behind the baseline there with this little slapper.
Here comes the 0-2 from Paisley. Swung on it.
Great pitch by Paisley.
That's how you start off the ending after scoring a run.
Daisy does a great job working pitches in and out there and gets her to chase one.
Back to the top of the order now. Moran. 4-1 here. Here comes the first pitch, and she was squaring around, took it back, and it's 1-0.
I tried to challenge him to raise their hand. Like he didn't take it.
Looks like she's still staying back a little farther.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. She squares the bunt again, pulls it back.
This slapper actually hits with a little bit of power, but we still are too deep. If you watch her hands, she's actually bringing the bat down to drag instead of slap. And if we get caught on our heels back there, we're not going to get up in time to get her.
Here's the 2-0, and it's slapped over to third. Gann throwing over to first.
Great play by Gann.
Great play by Gann. You're right.
See, that's where Gann needs to be. If that ball goes to Keel, we don't have a chance at throwing her out. That's slow ground ball right there.
Second out of the inning here.
Number 1, Bailey Cody.
See if we can get a 1-2-3 inning here and get back in the dugout.
Here comes to Cody for the Lady Gators. Here's the pitch. That swung on, hit over to left field. Left fielder going, and just out of play for Sadler there.
Sadler made a good run at that. I thought she was going to leave her feet for a second. She actually caught up to that one. It was the ball tailing away from her on the left field line.
It was just a little bit too far.
Yeah, she gave good chase to that.
Here comes the 0-1.
Good pitch.
Oh. Nope, called that a ball, 1-1.
Good spot, though. Good spot for Paisley. Not to give in. She needs to stay on this one right here. She's done a great job with the first two hitters.
And 1-1. And that's
good job.
Bounced over to short, over to first. Not in time. The ball gets past first. Runner over to second. And now the throw gets in the center. Okay, she stays at second. Tough play.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Tough play for Keel.
Keel made a great play. He took her towards the middle, but just, once again, just too deep. You're not going to throw that slapper out. And then we make an error, which compounds and then gets it to second base. Should be at first, but that's okay. Growing pains, and now we just got to get it out. Out after an error, and we'll be okay.
Especially get the error with 2 outs now.
That's right.
Get out of the end.
No damage.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one is outside, 1-0.
Great thing about the way Barry's pitched today, she's been all around the plate. It hadn't been to the backstop. It hadn't been high or something inside at the back. She's been around the plate, which is very competitive. That's something that's different today.
That pitch is hit up into right field. Going to be a base hit. Runner coming around home. Throws cut off by first baseman there, Schweitzer. And it's now 5-1.
Yeah, they need to get their composure back. That kind of was a ball that was dribbled through the infield right there. Thought the first baseman could have got to it, but it didn't. And see some of the players are
and Mesh is now 3 for 4 with a double, triple, and single now. She's been given Barry Fitz today.
And here's the bad thing. We're right at the power of the meat of their order, which can swing it for power here. If I'm not mistaken, is that the 3-4 hole coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Amari Long coming in pinch run.
And Barry's done such a good job of pitching, getting the hits we need to get outs. That's the thing.
So 5-1 now in the top of the 6th. Barry getting ready here. To Johnson.
Let's see.
Here's the pitch. Whoa! Well, that one got away from her. Almost got Johnson in the head there.
This first kind of, I say, bad pitch she's thrown all game. Just got to get her composure back. I think she's a little upset.
Mm-hmm. Understandably, but she does need to get back in it.
Yeah.
That one outside, 2-0. That was another close one, though. Probably, was called a strike earlier, but it's 2-0. And that pitch is hit up to center field.
Get back to the wall.
She's going back, and hits the wall. She can't get to it in time. Riley Daigle tries to pick it up. Runner's going to score from first, and that is a 2-out double.
Yeah, she hit that one pretty good. It hit the wall. Riley gave chase to that and did all she could and right up to the wall. That ball, I think if that ball's hit in any corner, it's out of this park. So
2-out double there for Johnson. Now Brooke Rabelais, the catcher up for the Lady Gators. Gonna have another pinch runner now. See if we can get so hard to see the number.
First runner for the Gators, number 19, Devin Tanner.
Number 19 and Tanner over at second.
See if Paisley can settle in and get this one right here and get us in the dugout. After doing such a great job for 5.5 innings, just continue to pound the zone.
Here goes the pitch. Comes outside, 1-0 to Rabelais. Like you said earlier, she gets ahead in the count. She's looking good. She falls behind, and that's when she starts to struggle.
And she's done great this inning. I mean, this might be.
That ball's hit up the middle. Oh, diving try there for a shortstop heel, but couldn't get it. Runner comes home third. And now the run moves over to second after a wild pitch from the outfield. So a hit for Rabelais, and then she gets to second on the error.
Yeah. Base hit up the middle. Keel makes a good dive at it. Almost comes up with it. Just to keep it on the infield. It's important to keep that on the infield right there. Keep the runner at third at least. Yeah, ball gets to the outfield. Probably shouldn't have thrown home. Probably should have just thrown in. Keep the runner at first, and the runner ends up all the way at second now in scoring position.
And let's see. We have another pinch runner now. 27, Kaylee is over at second. 3 runs in the here in the top of the 6, 7-1.
Number 2, Kinley, Trish.
Here comes Trish. And first pitch is outside, 1-0. And it looks like Barry is getting a little tired out there.
Yeah, this inning's been long for her. She's done such a good job.
And the pitch swung on, fouled back, 1-1. 0-2, excuse me.
We had a chance to get her out 3 batters ago, and that's the thing. Got to keep battling, keep battling. If we start to hang our heads, things like this happen. We start to make errant throws.
Actually, the count's 1-1. Yeah, they had it wrong on the scoreboard for a second. Yeah, it's a pitch. Call, strike 2, 1-2. Beautiful pitch.
Good pitch right there.
Paisley trying her
Paisley
hardest
got
to
her
get
in the
out.
pitcher's count. I'll just make this pitch right here.
Trying to get out of the center. Here comes the 1-2.
That's it.
Great pitch.
Ooh, looked like strike 3, but no. Called ball.
That's a real good pitch right there. No dance from the umpire, though. Just do it again. She's fine. She's still ahead.
And evens the count up at 2-2. 2 outs.
She's still in great shape. Don't give in.
Here goes the pitch from Paisley. And that one, I suppose, a little high. And 3-2. Full count.
Yeah, Paisley tried to get it with the changeup right there. It looked like it kind of stayed up high.
Paisley, here comes the pitch, and that's popped up out of play.
Right behind us, on top of the building.
Could hear it, too.
Yeah. Great job by Paisley battling right here.
And Trish still up at the plate, battling herself. And here comes the 3-2. Swung on to the right side.
Didn't get
Just
out of play. Yep.
Yeah.
Great job by Paisley staying in there. Just needs to attack this hitter right here.
We've got an update here from the baseball game. It's 3-0 right now. Denham Springs over Amant. You thank Mr. Barry for that one. And the pitch here, the third, beautiful stop there. Throw to first in time. Great play by Gann there to retire the side. 3 runs though in the inning. We're going to go into the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-1 St. Amant over Denham here on Yellow Jackets softball.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all world by visiting him. Call 665-3100. or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Welcome back to Yellow Jackets softball here, 7-1. Amant over Denham Springs. Got the third hitter coming up here. Hannah Schweitzer lead off the inning.
It's getting late. See if we can put people on and get them in.
The Lady Gators have scored in each inning from the third on in this game. 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 3 in the sixth.
Yeah, the 3 and the 6 hurt because they did all that with 2 outs, and we had the opportunity to get off the field 1, 2, 3 there.
And first pitch is hit over the left side, and the left fielder has it. And that's the first out on the first pitch here from Hannah Schweitzer.
Great hit by Schweitzer there. That one actually sent the left fielder back. She ran it down. Actually, a real good hard hit there. We've hit it hard a couple times just right at people, so hadn't found the gap for us. It has to send them on.
Miriam Russell coming in now. She's 0 for 2 right now. She flew out to center her first time up and grounded out second time up.
Yeah, she's just missed them both times. Tell you, that ball gets a little deeper in the box there, and that ball's in the gap somewhere. So,
first pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the second. That one's outside. 1-1.
Tried to get her to chase that one.
And getting ready for the 1-1 from Maybear. That one is low.
Good job.
2-1.
Good eye by Miriam. Getting her in the hitter's count. Now she can go after it. Get something she likes. Square it up. See where we can put it.
And now ready for the pitch. And that is fouled off down the third base line.
Yeah, she just missed that one. She rolled over the top of that one.
I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Again, please go to on the radio, Family Radio, 91.9, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and over on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. And please hit that like and subscribe button for us. Here's the 2-2. That one hit over to the shortstop, over to first in time. 2 outs. And they're getting good swings. It's just
we're not squaring. The ones we do square up, it's right to somebody, and the ones that we hit pretty decent, they make a good play on it. So we're doing a great job at the plate. It's just not going in holes for us.
Riley Watts up now. She grounded out her first time, struck out her second. Here's the pitch. That one is a ball. 1-0. Still got 61 miles an hour on that pitch.
Yeah, she's pretty good. And just think the one that went to Prairieville was, I think, their number 1.
That one was fouled back on the right side.
So just think of that stable Santa Monica would have had, trying to make a run to state again.
Oh, I think they still got the team to do it.
Oh, they have plenty. Yes, they do.
And here comes the 1-1 from Maybear. That one is low. 2-1.
Good job by Riley. Riley's due. And she's very capable of squaring something up and putting it in the gap somewhere. But we just need base runners anyway, anyhow.
Absolutely. And this pitch is up the middle. Second baseman can't handle it, and she's going to be safe at first there. I think that's a hit, though.
That's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. The second baseman had to run that one down towards the hole. She would have made a great play, but I think Riley would have ran that. She'd have beat that out. So that's a hit.
So a single there for Riley Watts.
Shortstop, number 27, Elizabeth Keel.
Coming up now, Elizabeth Keel. She walked her first time, struck out her second. Was stranded at second her first time up. Here comes the pitch. That is a ball, 1-0.
Keel's choked up a little bit on the bat. A little different approach here.
And the windup in the pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Would you have Riley running here, or you leave?
No, we're down 6.
Yeah.
We got to hit base to base or anything they give us. So we got to do a better job of trying to.
And pitch is hit hard to center.
And it's right to
right under it. Yeah, makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. So we'll go into now the top of the 7th. It's 7-1 St. Amant. We'll be right back on Yellow Jackets softball.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
And we're back here going into the top of the 7th, 7-1 St. Amant over Denham Springs. Gonna get ready here for the top of the 7th. Gonna have one more chance here in the bottom to come back.
Last chance of the dance here, so
let's see if we can get the 1, 2, 3 here to get out of the 7th.
Now batting, number 12, Lauren Allen.
Allen coming up now for Lady Gators, and here's the first pitch, and that swung hit hard but foul, left side, 0-1.
Good pitch by Paisley up in the zone. She chased it a little bit, pulled it over the third base dugout.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard again to the left side, also foul. And they're really getting some nice swings off of Paisley right now.
Yeah, but the great thing is those balls are where they need to be. So
as long as they're foul.
That's right. Way ahead in the count, 0-2. Going away right here.
Here comes the 0-2, and that's swung on, hit over to first. And Schweitzer is going to make the play herself. Over to first, and that's first out of the inning here in the top of the 7th.
She went twice inside and then away right here. Did a great job of getting her. That's another thing too. Barry's made them hit her pitch, even though they're up 7. She's made them hit her pitch instead of her having to throw something because she's behind in the count. She's done a great job, and we just haven't answered. This should be a both high-scoring game, 7-5, 7-6, but we can't seem to find a hole, you know.
Yeah, we hit some pretty hard balls. They're just going right to them for, just bad luck.
I mean, we're talking about St. Amant. You're not going to you'd like to shut them out, but that's a team you're going to have to outscore and play consistent defense against. And Paisley's done a great job to keep us right there. A ground ball here, out there, and it's a 4-1 ball game still, you know.
Now batting for the Gators, number 36, Hudson Bowler.
Bowler coming up here for the Lady Gators. Here goes the first pitch from Paisley. And that's strike called, 0-1. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Great pitch by Paisley, I was going to say.
10 hits for St. Amant, 2 for Denham. Here's the pitch. That's way high and out and inside, 1-1.
Looks like Paisley's trying to throw a rise ball. Just having trouble with it today. But her curveball's been working real well.
Certainly has. And here's the pitch. That's it. Oh, right to the third baseman. Gap again. Couldn't quite get it. Go over to third. Going into center. And that'll be probably, I think that'll be a hit.
Right between the legs. Had a chance to catch that in a line drive, so.
They haven't called it a hit, so it might be an error there.
Number 3, Riley Causey.
At the bottom of the order now, Causey's up for St. Amant.
Yes, a little slapper. Need to come up.
Just like you said last time when she came up.
We need to run it.
And that's pitch, and she did slap it, foul.
We got him where there's a couple of lefties coming up where we can actually strand that runner there.
Gonna try to keep it 7-1 going into the bottom of the 7th if we can. Here's the 0-1, and she squares the bunt. Strike
Good,
two.
strike two. Great job, Paisley.
I can't wait to see Paisley in a couple of years pitching. She definitely shows the talent she has. Comes the 0-2. Swung
There it
on
is.
and missed.
Good job.
Great strikeout there for Paisley.
Screwball away from the lefty there.
2 outs now in the top of the 7th.
Back to the top of the order.
At the top of the order
Number 37.
for the Lady Gators. Riley Moran.
Dangerous leadoff batter.
And that one is bunt taken back. 1-0.
Which we've done pretty well against her all game. So
Yes, we have.
not change what we're doing, just stay on task. And
She got on her first time up. That was on a walk, I believe.
that's right.
That pitch was low. 2-0. Paisley working to get the final out here in the top of the 7th. It's pitch.
Good pitch.
Called strike. 2-1 now. That one at 57 miles an hour. And here's the pitch. Swung. She was squaring the bunt, pulled it back, and it's now 3-1.
Not a bad pitch by Paisley right there. Just missed outside. She got a battle back from 3-1.
Here comes the pitch. And that one's outside.
Yeah.
That'll be a walk. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs.
2 outs. We got to try to get through here because we're getting to the meat of their order, the big right-handed batters.
And here comes their shortstop, Cody. She's had a good game today as well.
Yes. I think a couple balls up the middle.
Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. Two runners on here, 2 outs. And
Good
that,
pitch.
Yes, it was. He went to square the bunt, missed. It is 0-1.
Yeah, she tried to drag bunt that one right there. Tried to trick us, and Paisley made a great pitch right there. She couldn't get a hold of it.
We have another update here on the baseball game. Now top of the 3rd, 5-0 Denham Springs over Cinnamon. That ball's hit the short. Throw over to second, but she was already there. And Tom Burner going home, and she's going to make it there. It looked like Tevino didn't know that she was coming home at first, and a little late on the throw there.
Yeah, got to play the play after the play, and we didn't do that. The little girl was moving on first. She's real fast, so it would have been tough to get her out at second. We got the ball, and we're standing there with it. We got to make sure we run that back into the circle there and try to keep the bases loaded where Paisley can pitch herself out of it.
So it's now 8-1 here. Runners on first and second. With Mesh coming up now for the Gators. And swung on, foul to first base line.
Good job by Paisley getting ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, that pitch was 29 miles an hour.
I think they were. Sometimes I don't know about those radar guns.
Yeah. I'm just going by what it says.
Yeah.
Hand on our hip right now. Okay, here we go. 0-1. Oh, that's hit hard to right field.
That's.
But Riley going back, and that ball is gone, folks. 3-run shot for Mesh there, and it is now 10-1. St. Amant over Denham Springs. And that one really, really hurts, Coach.
Yeah. You know, that little slapper there and we tried to go the short way, but best thing to do was to try to get down at first there and not extend the inning for him just like this. You can think about this. There's 7 runs with 2 outs in the last 2 innings.
That's just really good hitting.
Well, that's youth, and we're going to get better at that. But that's what happens when you get in trouble.
So it's now 11-1. And here comes a pitch. That is high, 1-0. Just trying to get this last out here.
That's the big thing. Things have gone wrong. They've crashed down. You got to continue to play. Make your pitches.
And that pitch is called strike. 1-1. Up now is Johnson. She doubled her last time, I believe.
Yeah, very dangerous hitter. Then again, all of Vince Animal's lineup could be
really seems that
dangerous.
way. Oh, that one thought it hit her, but
no, it went behind her. It's only the second pitch I've seen Paisley throw that's been really away from the plate.
She looks frustrated.
She does. She just needs to continue to battle, and that's part of sports, man. You know.
Here comes the 2-1.
Good pitch.
That's in there. 2-2.
That's the growing process, man. Teaching these young athletes, no matter what's on the scoreboard, you continue to battle and you continue to push through.
Absolutely, never give up.
That's a victory in itself, right there.
Here's the 2-2. That swung on, hit hard down the right side. Looked like it's gonna be out of play. Yes, it is. Still 2-2 here. It's good seeing the baseball team up. We have the game Saturday morning coming up here. Josh Ward will be calling it for you. I'll be on the 1s and 2s.
Yeah, they've played real well. Coach Sedetol's got them playing real fundamental baseball right now, so they're fun to watch, and it's see what happens.
And it's a 2-2, and missed 3-2.
That one didn't miss by much. Screwball in. I thought, she's on the plate already to protect from that outside pitch.
And a full count.
Good pitch.
Ooh, felt like we could have got that one.
I know, that was coming right back at us. Yeah, the baseball team has scored, and they're threatening to score again. So Santa Ma's actually young and a little down, and we've played real well. So it's a big series for us today, Saturday.
Yeah, Santa Ma's in that last position at 24th, trying to make the playoffs, the boys. That ball is out of play. Stays 3-2. She's sticking with her, fighting as hard as she can. Again, please join us Saturday morning. 10:30 is the pregame for the boys versus St. Amant. Here's the pitch.
Great pitch.
Ooh.
Oh, did not get the call.
Ball 4.
A little bit up. It was up, but that was a pretty good pitch right there.
And Johnson's on now. Here comes Rabelais.
Now batting for the Gators, the catcher, number 8, Brooke Rabelais.
Paisley can push through right here.
And his first pitch from Paisley here. That one, 1-0. Missed. 4 runs so far here in the top of the 4th. That one's another ball, 2-0 now. Got to get Paisley to start throwing strikes again.
Yeah. Body language. I know she's frustrated. She's done so good today.
Yeah. You can definitely see the difference in the body language. There's a pitch there. It's going to go into center field.
Oh,
great catch by Riley Watts to end the inning. Beautiful job there for Riley. Going into the bottom of the 7th here, 11-1 on your Yellow Jackets softball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back. The Yellow Jackets softball going to the bottom of the seventh here. Last chance for the Lady Jackets, down 11-1 here. Bear still out there pitching for the Gators.
Yeah, she's done a good job of not. We've done a great job of put her in hitters counts, but she's done a great job of bouncing back and making the pitch when she needs to make it.
Here comes Paisley Berry to lead off the bottom of the seventh. The bottom half of the order here. She reached on an error first time, popped out her second. She's getting ready to step in. There's a little talking there from the umpire.
I think there might be some sub changes from Sandoval defensively, so the umpire's letting the dugout know who's in.
And it looks like we're finally getting ready now for bottom of the seventh. Here comes the first pitch from Bear. And swung on, popped up, out of play. Foul.
Jumps on the first pitch.
0-1 count here. Here comes the 0-1. That's hit hard to the right side, but look, out of play.
Yeah, just out of play. First baseman looked like she had a beat on it, but dugout roof saved us there. Paisley gets to swing it again.
Yeah, too far from mesh to get to that one.
Paisley's doing a great job of attacking balls in the zone, but she keeps pulling that left shoulder, man. She's not catching anything square.
Here comes the 0-2. That's way high.
Pitcher falls again.
Yep.
Slipped on the turf.
Infield coming in to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, bad turf.
Looks like she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay.
She's like, get out of here.
Looks like she has a brace on her left ankle, doesn't she?
Can't tell from here.
Yeah, or either that or the socks down. They wear those stirrup socks at Santa Monica.
Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3 on Paisley. I don't know.
Screwball on the inside corner.
It's their second strikeout of the game. Oh, excuse me, that was the first strikeout. My bad. Riley Daigle up. Could be, well, most likely is her final at bat here for her career.
Yeah.
First pitch is inside, 1-0. All right, let's see if she can do something here for her final at bat. I mean, there is another game, but this is our final game here.
Final home at bat,
right.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch, and that's high. Again, thank you for joining us. Please join us on 91.9 Family Radio FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And the 2-0. Swung on, hit, looks like to center, and center field under it, makes a running catch, and that's the second out of the inning.
Riley got just a little bit under that one, lifted it.
Gann coming up now. She walked and scored her last time. Trying to keep the inning alive here. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Called. No, ball. Sorry, my bad.
That's a good pitch.
I heard him.
Yeah, it looked good. Looks like the pitch she got Barry on, but screwball inside.
And the 1-0. Swung hit hard to left field. Left fielder under it. Makes the catch. And that will end the game. So, final score here, 11-1. No runs in that inning. We'll be right back with you for the post-game show on Yellow Jacket Softball.
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Auto accidents.
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation.
Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and On-Gel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amant River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
And welcome back in. The Yellow Jacket Softball final score here, 11-1. St. Amant had 11 runs on 11 hits. Denham had 1 run on 2 hits. And so, tough way to end the last game, Coach, but they really put a solid effort into tonight's game.
Yeah, I know it's frustrating. You know, everybody's frustrating. It's been a long season, but you got to look at the victories here. We played a lot better. Our approach at the plate was better today. I mean, we lost to a real good team here. This team will probably compete for a state championship at the end of this season. They've won the last 3. So, I mean, the little things are big. You know, I'm a big body language guy. You know, when the game gets late and we've played real well, even though the score didn't show it 11-1. And we're still not there yet. 6th, 7th inning, you know, we're still heads down and you know, kind of moping, I guess. But that's youth, and they're going to learn that, and they got to learn from this. You know, if you take what you learn in the small victories we had today, we're going to be a pretty good team. Or you can take the loss as it is and point fingers, and we'll never get out of that, and we'll be a bad team. So
definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, we did some great things today, even though it was 11-1. Approach at the plate, Barry pitched a heck of a ball game. She got ahead of most of the hitters, and every time she did that, we controlled the inning. The 7 runs in those 2 innings, right, they did that with 2 outs. So I mean, it's the little things that we're gonna win, and when we grow up, we're gonna be able to control those little things. But we played a real tough team here, and we kept them down for half of the game, and you know, and we were kind of our own worst enemy there. Then cut errors down, but we did a heck of a job, and you got to take those victories and grow on it, even though the score didn't come out the way we wanted it to.
And it was pretty close still going into the 5th, and that's when things started to get a little out of hand.
Yeah, you know, we get a chance to get out the inning 1, 2, 3, and then we extend the inning for them, not by a bad error like we've normally made, but you know. And St. Amant does a great job. St. Amant does what St. Amant does. You know, they hit the ball up against the wall, and they extend the inning, and when you do that, it's tough against a good team. You got to take advantages of that.
Well, the good news is that the baseball team is up 8-0 over the Amant right now, but we're going to take another break, and we'll be back with Coach Beard, go over tonight's game on Yellow Jackets softball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
And welcome back in the Yellow Jacket softball. I'm here with Coach Beard. Coach, it wasn't a good. The score didn't look well, but the girls played really, really hard today.
Yeah, our girls came out and we went toe to toe with a 3-time defending state champion for a few innings, and just couldn't get anything going. Had a couple base running errors there early on that in some critical times that put us behind the 8 ball, but. To beat a team like that, you got to strike first. You got to strike early, and we weren't able to do that. And let them. I guess you say let them hang around, and they capitalized, and we did not. And that's what happens when you play good teams.
It was still pretty close in the 5th, and that's when things seemed to start to unravel. But it was a good game for quite a few players there. Gann getting that run in for Sexsnyder.
Yep. And I thought she played a lot better with the glove today.
Oh yeah.
She's kind of had her ups and downs and struggles, and she made her plays today, and she made her throws, and looked confident again with the glove. So that's a huge step in the right direction.
And we were supposed to play tomorrow against Central.
Yep.
That game was canceled.
Yeah, the PowerPoint system is it's one of those things in this state. Like it's a constant moving. Something we don't really deal with in football because we have contracts that you can't bail out on. But with sports like this, you have to really pay attention to it and. Be very intentional with scheduling and who you schedule, when you schedule, adding games, cutting games. And, when you struggle like we have this year, there's no really benefit into playing us. And that's the nature of the beast. And that's how I told the girls. When you're struggling and you don't have a good record, people don't want to play you. It's not personal, it's business. And I get it. And, one day we'll get it flipped over to where we got a softball coach that knows how to do all that and handle all that and get us into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. But come on, Coach, you did a great job. What do you think of how they evolved over the year so far?
Well, I mean, if you look, we've gotten better. Have we had some ugly moments? Absolutely. Have we had some solid moments? We really have. We've had some big time at bats and some ugly at bats. We've looked rough at times, and that's a testament to coaching, and I'll wear that, and I'm okay with that. I inherited this, and that's part of it. But the one thing that I will say is our girls stuck with us. They battled it out. To overcome a football coach coaching softball and, a crazy change. And, I really do think that they played their heart out for Denham Springs, which was a big deal for me to make sure they understood going forward that how we were going to attack this was, Denham Springs is most important, and we're going to play hard for it. We're going to play the game we love, and we're going to play it the right way. And, outside of some ugly softball at times, which is normal with a team of youth like we have, I really thought our girls competed every game and gave us everything. And, that's all you can ask for as a coach that inherited a situation that's pretty rough.
And the game at Walker, that was a really close game as well.
Yeah, we're playing better. We go to Walker, a big-time team in our district, and we go toe-to-toe with them. And, you take away the first inning, you may win that game 3-1. So, again, we showed glimpses. We got better. And that's all you can ask as a coach in this situation is to keep this thing afloat and try to grow it a little bit, get a little foundation, kind of shore it up right there that we could add the right person.
Harley Scheckschneider, she had a great game against Prairieville, and she also had a good game today. She had a homer and a triple versus Prairieville. Today she had a double, and she's outscored. Well, no. For a freshman, you can't say enough about her. She's a really good player. She's got a bright future ahead of her if she really loves this game and loves the process and loves the grind and will buy into the weight room in the off season. I tell you, she's got a chance to be really special. Yeah, we got a ton of young people here that I think have a lot of talent.
The pitcher right here at the end, she's really pitched well here at the end of the year. And, as a freshman, you get late in the year like this, you're not really a freshman anymore. You've kind of been through the growing pains. You've seen everything you're going to see. And, our gauntlet of a district in softball, we talk about it in football all the time. Softball and baseball are really big-time gauntlets with this district. And, you didn't have to wait around for Prairieville to figure it out in baseball and softball because they got so many kids that play in Ascension Parish. And, it's just a gauntlet these girls got to play in and the experience they got. And, really, that's what it's all about.
For Barley Daigle, a lone senior, what was it like for her today?
Yeah, what an awesome girl. I tell you, she loves Denham. She comes to work every day with a great attitude. She comes to school every day with a great attitude. She grinded out in powerlifting and, is stuck with us here. She doesn't always get the playing time that she wants. And, not everybody does in athletics. And for her to come back to work every day with her attitude and, she got better. And, as a former athlete leaving your home field for the last time, it's an awesome celebration, but it stings. It does. And, I hope she's enjoyed her time here. She's been through some craziness with this program and has stuck it out. And, that alone, I appreciate so much as an AD. And I got a lot of respect for her as an AD for what she's been through and the mainstay. And you get down to the end of it and you got one senior. That says a lot about where we're at and where we need to go.
Well, I want to thank you, Coach, for tonight. And good luck on, I believe, one more game.
We got one more game Monday night, 6 o'clock at French Settlement.
Yeah, look to end the season on a good note. Thank you, Coach.
That's what the message to them in the outfield was. We're going to play a one-game season right here. Let's go freaking win, get into the offseason with a W, and let's get this thing fixed.
Okay, thank you. That will do it for us today. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank John Fine, who's not here, but Josh Ward doing the ones and twos, Coach Brian Berry on camera, my bad, Coach David Bork, my color commentator, and Lamine Figueroa back at the station. And for everyone, I'm Darren Ferranti, and this has been Yellow Jackets Softball.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School softball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com and on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Darren Ferrante on play-by-play with David Bork on color commentary. Denham Springs High School softball broadcasts are a John Fine production.